And take two. Hey. This is In Our Lane, and I am Emmeisha. You guys can follow me at EMMEISHA and follow the podcast at _ In Our Lane. Today, we have Tay here with me. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell us all the things, what you do, and all that good stuff.
So as I was going to say before, the bloopers.
The insiders. I cannot.
Before the bloopers and the insiders, my name is Tay John, but I will go as Tay. Or if you want to get personal, Coach Tay, because I am a cheerleading coach. I coach cheerleaders from the age of, I start at 7 to 18 to prepare them for college, middle school, and or high school. Why do I keep talking into the mic? I'm like, high school, middle school.
I honestly didn't even realize till you just said something. I was just listening.
Because I'm going in, I'm like high school, middle school, but no, I gotta realize.
Let them know like what's going on.
So I do train different cheerleaders, and even before that, I was overweight, and I started my own weight loss journey to lose weight. And I started off as training as a personal trainer, but I realized that honestly, just because I transformed my body and I started off in that business, that wasn't my passion. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, to be honest, I've always been into chair gymnastics, tumbling. That was my passion. And when I transformed my body,
your thing too.
Thank you, baby. When I transformed my body, and I got into that, I personally went more into training people and building their bodies and transforming their bodies. And I had to realize I had to sit back. It was cool at first. And, we can get confused when the money is coming. It's like everybody wants you to, everybody wants you to do that. And I was getting confused at first because I'm like, oh, this is cool. Like, I'm getting money. Like, I transform my body. And it was a different story for me because you have a lot of trainers who are already fit.
Right.
But you don't have too many trainers who were overweight and lost the weight. So the money was coming. Yeah. People was coming. Oh, I want you to train me. I want you to do this. It was coming. But as I was into it, I had to, it was times where I was ready to, I was getting training sessions for that. People was booking me, and I didn't really felt the need to. I was not interested into it.
Yeah. And it be like that sometimes. That's how I felt about hair. Like, I know how to do hair. I tried to do makeup and all that good stuff. Try to teach myself how to do all that good stuff. I was even going to go to cosmetology school and all that good stuff. But I was just like, I really don't give a fuck about nothing.
Yeah, fact. And I thought I loved it. I really did.
I really did. I thought I loved it.
But I was like, as I was getting into it, I'm like, this is not really my passion. Exactly. So because sometimes we do have to switch careers, and we do have to make the uncomfortable changes. Because we can feel comfortable, and I could have easily felt comfortable where I was at and getting the money and making the money that I was making and saying, okay, I'm going to just shoot with this. But the question was,
are you happy?
Are you really happy?
Is that what you really want?
Is this something that you really want to wake up and do?
Exactly. If I had to do this for the rest of my life, could I see myself doing it?
Yeah. So I had to think about that, and that wasn't the case.
Exactly.
I wasn't really happy. For me to even wake up and be like, I got to train this client, or I got to do this. That's not good.
Yeah, you want to be excited. You want to look forward, right?
Red flags. Throw the red flags. That was red flag for me. So when I pursued more into my cheer career, it was almost feeling like I didn't have to work. Yeah. It was almost feeling like there was times where I was working where, this may sound crazy, but there was times where I was working where I forgot to collect payment. Mm. Yeah, and the reason why is because I was really passionate about what I do. Mm. So sometimes parents or people had to remind me like, oh, I owe you $130, and I'm like, oh shit, you do.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You do owe me $130.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I feel you on that. It be like that. Like once you, cause you at that point you just doing what God wants you to do.
Facts.
And so it don't feel like you wanna. It's like you got to keep up with the business side of it, but it's just like you was just enjoying it. You was just there, and you would have did it for free. Basically, what I'm trying to say is just like when you love something and that it's a part of your purpose is when you would do it for free.
Facts.
So I always say that. Okay, so I also wanted to touch on like your TikTok videos. Our topic of the day, we're going to talk about TikTok, your viral videos, because you not only do you have your cheer videos and your dance videos, you also have your funny videos. So what got you into doing that? Like, was it just like random? Because I really can't pinpoint like what was the point where it's just like they were coming like back to back to back, like funny as fuck. Like, was it like real, like you just capturing natural moments, or were they like sketches that you kind of like was like, this is a concept that I want to do and I'm gonna try to do it? Like, how did that come about?
Well, first of all, I would like to say that when it comes to my TikTok videos and all that, it's about being authentic. Personally, how I feel, showing your real personality, right? Because if we're gonna keep it a stack, the internet is a fraud. Yeah, it's fake. People show fake things. They don't show the real. Mm-hmm. So what I got out of that was, I feel like your social media will grow more. People are nosy. Just like when it comes to reality TV, people are nosy. They want to see the real you. Right. They don't give a fuck. Honestly, a lot of people don't care about, oh, you starting off in a mansion, you driving a big car. They want to see the real you. So the main thing that I always stuck with was being authentic. Showing the people the real me. Right. The house I stay in right now, I still stay with my mom. Yes. I stay with my mom. I still stay with my mom. And
I will go back to my mama's house today. Let push come to shove. Promise you.
Yes, I still stay with my mom.
Let it be clear.
That's because my mom, she see the vision where I'm going. And I feel like black people in particular, they have this whole mindset of, oh, you 18, get out of my house.
Hello. I hate that. And that was something I was going to talk about later on, but I'm glad you touched on that, because it's just like, when did y'all get this notion that a 18-year-old can enter into the workforce in 2023 and be able to do all of these things at 18 years old? Help me understand. And then they also want to throw in, oh, you gotta go to college. You have to go to college in order to make something of yourself. How?
And that's why I respect my mom so much, because my mom, she understood. And when I graduated high school, I had went to college and whatever the case may be. And I came back and told her, I'm like, honestly, I don't feel like this is for me. And it's like, this is not for me. And my mom told me, she said, you have, her exact words, you have under a year to show me that college is not for you. And I looked her in her eyes and I said, that's easy. Under a year, I'm thinking you're going to say something different. Under a year, I got you. And I put in the motherfucking work. Excuse my language.
No, you good. This my shit.
But I put in the work. And other than me putting in the work, I didn't blame anybody else for anything. Oh, I can't do this because of this person, or because my mom couldn't afford it, or because I put in the work. And you have to put in the work. Yeah, and that's what I did. I showed my mom that I did not need college. I showed her my vision. I literally wrote out my vision, because number one, that's important. Write down your vision, make it clear. I showed my mom that my vision or whatever, and then the rest of the work, I executed. I put in the footsteps. I did it.
Yeah.
So, but going back to your question, where
the viral videos,
where the viral videos, I'm sorry, I can be all over the place.
No, that's what the podcast.
Since I'm talking to you, Mike. Going back to the viral videos, I have been doing videos since I was about 9 years old. There's proof in the pudding. There's plenty of videos out of me on YouTube. There's plenty of videos out of me on YouTube of me making videos. And a lot of people today, they see people on social media blowing up, and they see people getting the views, and they see the fruit of the labor, but they don't know that in order to get somewhere, in most people cases, I would say, in order to get somewhere, you have to put in the work.
Yeah.
And sometimes that may require years, months. You have to put in the work. You cannot just expect, and that's why a lot of times social media can be toxic, because you see what Poo, Shay, Nene and them doing, but you don't know what they put in to get there.
Exactly.
And before my first viral video, I was making video before my first viral video, because I had a viral video that got posted on the Shade Room.
I remember that.
Beyonce mom.
Yeah, I remember
Viola
that.
Davis, like big influencers posted my video. Before that, I was putting in work 10, 11 years before that. Oh, did I lie? As a matter of fact, I did lie. Let's try more like 15 years.
Period.
Because I started making videos around 9. The first time my video went viral, I was, how old am I? 25 right now. The first time my video went viral, I was 23. What's that? 9 to 23. What's that math? I'm not good with math. I've never been good.
9, 23, that's 14 years. No.
That it? Is that 14?
No, 9, 23.
9, 10, 11, 12,
Is that
13,
12?
14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. That's 10. 20, 21, 22, 23. Oh, good job. Come on, man.
What was it, 14?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I was right. Okay, I know how to add
Come
now.
on, you did that
I know how to
quick.
add, subtract. Not I second guess myself, but yeah.
You did that
Period.
quick.
I did.
So, to saying
Thanks to my math teachers.
shout out to her math teacher. Saying that to say, before my first viral video, before the video that was shown to the world, I put in 14 years of work.
Yeah.
Literally making videos. So it was all about consistency.
Yeah.
That's what got me up into that viral point, being consistent. Just knowing. Ooh, I got so much to talk about.
Go ahead. Say what you gotta say.
But just knowing where I will be, just knowing my passion for it, and my passion for making videos is different. It's not because everybody.
I love your content, like it's everything.
It's not because everybody else was doing it.
Yeah.
Or it's not because this what this person getting out of it.
Yeah.
Because
that's why I wanted to say that, because just like it's so many people who out here like they're trying to create the moments that you make, but your moments are always very, like you said, authentic. They're real, and you can't. It don't get no better than that.
Yeah.
And that's why it is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is.
So let's talk about it. I wanted to talk about your spiritual journey, because I see you talk about that a lot. Mm-hmm. And so I just really wanted you to share about your spiritual journey and all that good stuff.
First of all, before we get into that, I want to talk about how old are you?
24.
Mm-hmm. I want to talk about that you are 24 years old, and the simple fact that you started a podcast, you getting people to come out to your podcast, to shoot, and you are doing your research.
Yeah.
I'm looking at your notebook. You doing your research. That says a lot. And that's one thing I can't complain about. Black people are amazing. Like, you are literally, and that's why I root for black people. Like, you are literally starting something. And before we get into that, I don't want you to stop.
Oh, I'm not.
And
I'm not letting up this time.
No, don't let up. And shit, stuff gonna get hard. It's gonna get hard. You're gonna go through seasons where you're feeling like it's slow. You're gonna go through seasons where you feel like it's not working. You're gonna go through seasons where you feel like people not praising you or things are not working out. You have to continue to push forward. And like I said, when you asked about my viral videos, I said that I put in 14 years.
Yeah.
Things take like time. And I see a lot of, before you talk, I see a lot of people who.
Just continue. It's okay.
Go ahead. What happened?
Nothing. I just don't know what that's doing. That's my first time using that. So we can continue.
Okay. I see a lot of people who start businesses, especially black people who start businesses, in months or a year later, they see that it's not blowing up how it's supposed to because of social media.
You cannot rely on social media.
Thank you, and I'm glad you can say that. Thank you.
It's a part of it. I definitely will give y'all that, but it's not everything. If you don't have genuine people pushing your shit and really behind you in real life, you ain't gonna do nothing. You ain't gonna go nowhere. I don't care. That's probably like the biggest lesson that I done learned thus far is that you cannot let that social media shit get to your fucking head. Them numbers are fake as fuck 9 times out of 10. We just gonna keep that real.
Thank you.
That shit don't add up. Just because you got X amount of followers don't mean you got X amount of dollars. Let that sink in. And we gonna continue.
So I want you to continue to press. The word for the day is press forward. Press forward. It's gonna be hard seasons. It's gonna be seasons where you feel like things are working out for you. It's gonna be season where you feel like you have a whole cheerleading squad. It's gonna be season where so many people want to support you, and then where everybody cracks. The silent season.
Yeah.
Oh God. That's what's going to determine if you really in it, if you really got it, if you really got that dog in you. Yeah. The silent season. And the silent season is where you don't have a cheerleading team. Maybe your parents don't agree with what you got going on. Maybe everybody don't see the vision. But as long as you see the vision, you keep pushing forward.
Yeah.
And what I see what you're doing right now, the people that you bringing in, the good souls that you bringing in, keep pressing.
Yeah. And that's the main reason why I invited both of y'all to come at the same time, because I want y'all to meet. I want people to meet. I want people to come together that are like-minded, because it's all about community. It's about the people that you know. It's about the context that you have. And I just want to create a space for people like us to just
and that's good. That's good. And one thing about God is so on time, and he's going to make sure that everything is on time. So just like me coming here with you with the podcast, me and sis, everything is so on time. And people don't understand, God is so strategic. His plan is so strategic that just as little as us coming to this podcast, you never know. Me and you, whatever, could be big business plans and be millionaires. God is like that. He set things up so perfectly. So even with you going into my whole spiritual belief, yes, I'm very spiritual. And yes, I don't do nothing without the Most High God. And yes, I bring him into every room. Before I got here, sitting in the car, I prayed to God and I said, I want to invite you in this room with me. Please be in this room with me. If this is not, I don't care if I feel like it's a big or small opportunity. If it's not for me, take me out of it. I don't even want to be in it. Yeah. Take me out of it.
Yeah.
But he do what he do. I was still led to be here tonight, and I'm so glad that you even gave me the opportunity. I want to say thank you for the opportunity. 100%. I'm thankful for this. This is actually the first time that I was ever on the podcast. The scenery, the people that I met, everything. This is to me, this is big.
Yeah. It's something. I will say that.
I don't care if you interviewed. I don't care what you did. To me, this is big.
Yeah. I be having to remind myself. It's just like, sis,
you got it. And then what? Another thing that I can say that how I can feel how you got it is look at the people he's bringing to you.
Yeah.
You got it.
That's true.
You
Because
got
it's just like, you reach out to people and it's like, if you show up, like, that's, I had to tell myself, just like, if somebody decide not to come, don't take it to heart. Like, it's okay. Like, they might not, that season, it might not be their season right now. It just might not be time for them. Maybe they'll come later, whenever. That's why I don't press nobody. It's just like, if you're going to come because you genuinely want to be here and you genuinely feel like this is a part of the plan for you. So it's like, maybe today, but I always have open arms. Like, whenever you ready, I'm ready.
And I'm gonna be honest. I seen, because just as you did your research on your notepad, I did my research on if I should even want to be affiliated.
Period.
So just as you did your research, I did my research, and I definitely seen a couple of people that you had on your podcast. And some people that you had on your podcast, which is good because everybody need different perspectives.
Yeah.
I definitely seen a couple people in the conversations that you had on your podcast. And when I heard some of the conversations, I'm like, ew.
I think I know what you're talking about.
I'm not going to say no names. I ain't going to say no names. So I'm like, why does this person think like how they think? Right? And it's not me to judge, but at the end of the day, I still have to.
Ooh, that was funny. Okay. All right. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Well, I just had to be mindful because I got to do my homework as well. And yeah.
Yeah, that was a wild one. But yeah, so continuing on. So I know that you are heavy on the sea moss. So let's get into the benefits of sea
Girl,
moss.
not you did your homework. I can't stand you.
What?
Because you really
I want to talk about it because my man, he do that too. And I know you do. And so I just wanted to share the benefits of it because I'm still learning and I want to start implementing that into my everyday. Yeah. So. Well,
yeah, I'm real big on sea moss because sea moss has, as a matter of fact, my brother sell it, internal fitness, if you guys didn't know. Sea moss has 92 minerals out of the 100 minerals that the body needs.
Okay.
That's a lot.
Okay.
Should I even continue?
I'm sold. Because everybody who uses sea moss, y'all skin it's just so beautiful. And I'm just like, I feel like that's the missing piece to my puzzle, to my skincare routine because,
yeah, sea moss has 92 minerals out of the 100 that the body needs. And I can tell you this, ever since I started working out and ever since I started taking sea moss, I haven't had a common cold in years.
That's good.
Even through the whole COVID situation.
I haven't got COVID yet, thank God. And that's how I know I'm already a healthy being. So it's just like, if I added that, that's just going to take it to the next level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, sea moss. I'm definitely big on sea moss. My brother put me onto it. I have to shout out my brother.
I'm gonna have to shop because I need some in my life.
My brother sells it. I have to shout out my brother. And he definitely put me on sea moss.
All right. So places to go, things to do. So you guys, I had the opportunity to head over to Cocktails live show. And I really had a good time. And so they really, I went for the entertainment part of it because I'm a fan of Cocktails. If you guys don't know, Cocktails is another podcast. And so they had a live show. And I enjoyed myself. And I went for educational purposes just because I wanted to see how other podcasts run their live shows. And so they really taught me something about how I want to run my live show and helped me like just put all my thoughts that I had been having together. So more details gonna be coming later. I wasn't even supposed to say that, but anyways, if you're listening, hey, thanks. Look out for the tickets. But anyway, yeah. So Cocktails live show was really, really fun. They had an amazing dance number with some guys, and they was doing their thing. And then, yeah, everybody looked nice. It was at City Winery. If you've never been to City Winery, I would definitely suggest. It'll be a cute, date night or a night out with your friends. You can either just eat in a restaurant, or they always have some type of live show going on at City Winery. So you could definitely get some tickets to go there. So that's definitely something that you could do, a place that you can go. This episode is sponsored by the clothing brand Nerd Square. If you're a nerd and don't know about this brand, you probably need to get your nerd card revoked. But don't sweat it, because I'm here to hook you up with a dope 20% off promo code so you can get some gear. Use code NRNerdLane for 20% off. That's INOURNERDLANE for 20% off. Shop through their IG at nerd.sq, at nerd.sq, or their website nerdsq.com. So we're going to head over to Emmeisha's playlist. What you been listening to lately?
Me?
Yeah.
I feel like I listen to a lot of white music.
Why you say that?
I listen to a lot of white music, and I listen to a lot of motivational music. Not to get nobody in a rut, but I listen to a lot of music that's good for the brain, because I believe that what you listen to or what you watch, that stuff feeds your brain.
Yeah.
So personally, me, I don't care to listen to fuck a nigga, get some money, and my pussy popping, and it's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, you niggas running up, niggas get the cutting. What are you talking about? But anyway.
Yeah. I can't listen to that all day, every day either.
Yeah, no. So I personally can't listen to a lot of trap music, because I'm big on feeding my brain, and the mental is strong, and that's the music industry. The TV shows, the movies that we watch, that is whatever, I'm gonna say it. That is the biggest way that the devil get to us, is the music industry, the shows that we watch, the TV shows that we watch. The devil biggest way to get to us is through that. And for you to have, perfect example, Cardi B, for you to have a song that says, from the top, make it drop, there's some wet ass pussy, and then get on the stage and say, oh, I just want to thank God for getting number one. What God are you thanking? Oh, I know what God. But anyway.
Ooh.
Yeah. So it's a lot of stuff that I really don't get into. Like, when it comes to music and stuff like that, it's just like, I don't listen. And even with like old friends or people who still stuck in the Matrix, when I play my certain songs, people be like, what is this?
Yeah.
Or, get him off the ox. And I get it. I get it. I get why you would say that.
Right. I love different types of music as well. I don't always listen to just the rap.
Yeah.
So my song... Okay, so first of all, for Emmeisha's playlist, what I'm going to start doing is, I thought a great idea. I was like, I need to spice it up a little bit. So I'm going to start just hitting shuffle. And I have an actual Emmeisha's playlist on my phone.
Cool.
And so I'm going to start hitting shuffle. And then when I hit shuffle, whatever song come up, that's going to be our song for today.
Okay.
So when I hit shuffle earlier, the song that came up was Ever Ever by Tiana Taylor. I love that song, you guys.
I've never heard of it.
Really? You should go check it out.
What does it talk about?
I can't think of it right now, but let me pull it up. I can't think of the words. Let's go through the lyrics. I'm bad. I do not have good memory when it comes down to like remembering lyrics to songs. So do not add me to your team at game night when it comes down to any type of trivia, when it comes down to songs or movie lines. I might know what movie you talking about. I might not. I might know what artist you talking about. But as far as remembering the like titles of projects and remember the song titles and the words for words, I am not good with that. So please do not add me on your team. I'm just letting you know now. But anyways, she said, she's talking about how sad that all things come to an end. The sweetest thing I know. She said, you wish I was a little more patient. I just wish your heart was vacant. Tell me who's been staying lately. When I call, you don't call back. I turn into autumn, then I fall back. Oh, that was a word.
That's a bar.
Yeah, that was a word. Furthermore, she says, tell me, are you happy? Tell me, are you happy? Is that the theme for today? That's the theme for today. Oh my God. Boy, don't tell me you don't ever think about me. So basically she's just saying like, you don't ever think about me. Yeah, that's a deep one. But she sounds so good when she's singing it. I just love her tone and her voice. And I want to see her live so bad. I know, right? Yeah, and I love how she dances. And yeah.
And her body.
Yes. Her body is amazing. Amazing.
Her body
and
bad.
Then she got 2 babies, 2 goals. That's all I got to say. Goals. I need her workout routine. I need all the things. Okay. Yeah.
She just keep up with herself as you should.
Period.
As you should. A lot of people forget that. You have to keep up with yourself. Put yourself first.
Okay, hun. Let's get over to Ask Emmeisha. So what is your question for today?
My question for today. Is it question or question?
Questions. What you got for me?
Okay, so I have a couple.
Okay.
And it's just off the rip. Let me pick up my book. Ooh. So, my question for you is, what made you say, mind you, y'all, ain't nothing on this book. What made you say, Emmeisha, you're going to start a podcast?
What made me say, Emmeisha? Okay, so I always say this. My goal is to be producer and director for TV and film.
Good. So this is a perfect start.
Yes. And so I was like, okay, how can I transition making YouTube videos, the makeup tutorials, vlogs, and hair tutorials? When I was doing the makeup tutorials and hair tutorials, I was talking. I was having real conversations. I was being vulnerable. I was doing all of the things. Just like what a podcast is, it's just I was doing my hair and my makeup at the same time.
Right. And
so I'm like, well, I could just stop doing the hair and the makeup and I could just focus on what I'm saying and actually build a whole show around whatever concept that I come up with for the show. And so originally the podcast was called the Elaine podcast because before I rebranded, my brand was the Elaine brand, and so I just put a podcast at it. So yeah, and so I was already doing it, but I was doing it in a different way.
Okay.
And so I was like, that's an easy transition. Let me just do it how I want to do it now. And this way people can see I know how to edit. I know how to put a production on. I know how to do a set design. Like I know how to do all these things when it comes down to a visual or audio production. And so this is just evident that I know what the fuck I'm talking about and I know what the fuck I'm doing.
Facts.
And so even though it's on a smaller scale and it's not, you know, a TV show or a movie, this can easily be transitioned over time into a talk show, which I plan on doing.
Facts.
And just continue just growing and growing and growing and just show how my overall career as a producer and director is. So, and I have other podcasts that are under me as me producing their podcast. So it's like I'm just trying to grow my production career. So that's why I started the podcast, because I wanted a platform where I could come on here and I can share my experience and have conversations that I want to have and be able to influence and encourage people to continue to stay in their lane and do whatever it is that you're doing, because you are in your lane doing your thing. I'm in my lane doing my thing, and I wanted to make sure that I created the opportunity for people like us to be able to showcase that, because there's not a lot of opportunities for people like us to do it. It's like now, we're getting there, but we're not there yet. Yeah. So I just wanted to do my part and do what I can to make sure that we continue to share our stories.
When you say, not to make it uncomfortable, but when you say we're not there yet, could you elaborate?
I just feel like when it comes down to the entertainment industry, period, it's not a lot of Black and brown people working behind the scenes and creating these high budget things that you see on TV. It's not. Like, it's mostly white men running the show and doing and putting on these shows that we see every day on TV. And so I just want to be able to create more opportunity for people like us, because it's 2023. Like, I just don't understand why it's not that many Black female producers when it comes down to TV and film. And there are a handful of them, but we don't know these people. You can't name your favorite movie. Do you know who the producer is of it? No. Exactly. And it's probably not a Black person. And it's probably not a woman. So
that's good.
Yeah. So I'm just trying to, spread the word that we are here. And yeah. And it's like, it irritates me when I tell people that I'm a producer and a director for TV and film. They look at me like, oh, you don't want to act. And I'm just like, not that there's anything wrong with being an actor or actress. It's just like, why? Because you think I'm cute, so that means I'm supposed to be on camera? Like, like, I don't like that. Yeah. It's cuties behind the camera too. Yeah. It's baddies that's running the show behind the scenes too. Like, just because I look like this don't mean that I have to want to. The only thing that I can do is be that pretty girl on camera. Like, I can't do nothing else but come and run my mouth. Like, no, I'm much more than that. I know. Is that my phone? It's okay. It's much more than that. I'm much more than that. So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So where did we leave off?
We left off.
We went off on a tangent.
Asking Emmeisha.
Oh yeah. Okay. So that was your first question.
The next question I have for you is there anybody in your family that is breaking that generational curse to work for themselves or to branch off to do their own thing as you are doing?
Yeah.
There is? You must be blessed.
Yeah, my cousin Rayvon, he is working on his baseball thing. He has like his own baseball team. The kids are probably like elementary, middle school age, I believe.
And which is definitely not a case in my situation. Yeah. And not to bash my family. I love my family to death. Oh God, I would definitely take a bullet for my family. 100%. Yeah. But it's not the case in my family, which put more pressure on me. Only God knows. Anyway, it puts more pressure on me because it's like I'm the first one in my family to actually branch off and do my own thing. Mm-hmm. And like I told you before, I do stay with my mom. And if anybody don't know nothing about working for yourself or being an entrepreneur, that we definitely go through seasons where we're slow. Mm-hmm. We definitely go through seasons where we're up. We definitely go through seasons. It's different seasons. Mm-hmm. And what I tried to get my mom to understand, because she didn't have that that support system to be able to branch off and do her own thing. Like, just the story she tell me about her parents or her grandparents or whatever the case may be, because she didn't have that support system, and her grandparents or her parents had just forced her, oh, you need to work here, get a job, pay this, pay that. I thank my mom 100% for supporting me and understanding that I want to do my own thing. I want to break a curse. I want to break a generational curse. I don't want to work for nobody. Yeah. And my mom she slipped up and have bought that to me like, well, you know, this and that pay good. And I'm just like, I hear you, babe. Yeah. And I hear that you need help. I hear that you need help. I hear that you need help around the house. I hear that this is going on, but I don't want to work for nobody. I want to do my own thing. And with that comes seasons. Yeah. So I just be trying to express to her, continue to support me, and you gonna be the number one person I'm gonna make sure good. Yeah. What she has been doing. Mm-hmm. Slow seasons, like when I got it, I got it. Here, Mom, what you need? Right. What bill? What you say the rent was? Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, but when I don't got it, I need you. Yeah. And that's important. As a 25-year-old, I need you. When I don't got it, it may be times in my business where I can only afford to pay a $100 phone bill. Yeah. And then I'm hungry for the rest of the week. Are you going to be there to support me? Are you going to be there to look after me? And my family, asking you that question, my family, I don't come from a family who personally come from being entrepreneurs. Yeah. Or even know the struggle of being an entrepreneur. Yeah. To know that you might be up one week, you might be down, and you're not relying on somebody for a paycheck. Right. I don't come from that. Yeah. So it's harder for me. Yeah. I feel that. Yeah, it's definitely harder for me. Yeah. And I have to make it work, and it is what it is. But I definitely support my mom 100%. Like if my business flopped tomorrow, guess what? I got a building to go to with a head over my roof, sheets on my bed. Right. And guess what? If I'm hungry, she gonna feed me. She might pop her shit.
As they do.
She might pop her shit. Make sure they do that. She might pop her shit. Oh, this getting tiring. I mean, come on. I gotta figure this out. I gotta do this. And I hear her. I'll be like, damn. Like, okay, so maybe you need to book more classes. Make more content. That stuff I go in my room and I think about. Mm-hmm. And I'm glad to say that right now I'm at a place where business is doing good. Mm-hmm. And it feels so good. Yeah. Like if it ain't, it's the best feeling in the world to go to my mom and be like, here go $450. Here go $250 every now and then. Here go $50. That's more than what I used to do. Right. Here go $6. You know, it definitely feels good to be able to help out my mom. And I just want to encourage all black parents, stop motherfucking. Ooh, and I really do want to work on cussing.
Before you say that part, this is our stay in your lane segment. This is how we're going to wrap it out tonight. So, yeah, so continue.
So, yeah, I definitely do want to encourage black mothers to stop having this mindset of, oh, you 18, oh, you grown, I got to put you out. Mm-hmm. It's a difference from having a kid that's a bum, that's not doing anything, that's getting in trouble, than a difference from, and I have to remind my mom that all the time. Yeah. It's a difference. It's a difference from having a kid that's a bum, that's getting into trouble, that's on drugs, that's selling drugs, than a kid that's actually going out here and trying to make it happen. You see that. Yeah. You see me booking the classes every other week. You see me doing it's a difference. Yeah. So stay down. Difference. Mom, I need you to stay down. Yeah. Because if you stay down, and I hope you see this, which I'm going to show you because I report everything to you. Stay down because I got you. Baby, I will put you in a house before I put myself in a house. And that's right here on the Bible. Stay down, sis. I got you. You'll be all right.
Period. And I feel you on that. Because I definitely relate to, like, my mom, she don't get it. Like, she feels like, oh, so how much are they paying you for the podcast? And I'm like,
oh, that's it. Shut up or I'll smack you on your own. Shut up or I'll smack you on your podcast. How much are they paying you? How mother be saying that.
I said, man,
you need to charge more. You need to. How much are they?
This is my podcast.
Oh, please.
I pay to run this show. And so I got to go out here and make some shake so that I can make sure I'm in the studio when I'm supposed to be in the studio. So, Mom, I get you don't understand because their generation, she didn't have this type of opportunity like you said. So it's like she don't get, I got to put in order to get out. And I got to keep putting in until I can finally make $1.
Bruh, shut up. Because my mom, she be saying that, and I can only relate to that because my mom be like, oh, you need to charge more. We in this situation, you need to do more. You need to charge more. But a lot of people don't know.
Haul. It's a marathon. You got to keep. Like.
But a lot of people don't know is when you're an entrepreneur, sometimes in the beginning, you might have to put in some free work. You might have to put in that work. And that's what happened with me. Like there was a lot of times where maybe I wasn't charging, but maybe because I know social media is so important and I need to put my videos out there to get other people to join, maybe I did have 3-4 people coming to class for free so I can make a video.
Exactly.
To put it out there.
Right.
And that's what I
had to marketing. That's
marketing. That's what I had to tell my mom politely because I do a lot of things where I'm looking at different entrepreneurs talking stuff like that. And I do know you got to put in free work. And that's what I had to tell my mom politely, not to hurt her feelings. Mm-hmm. But to be real, I said, Mom,
sweet cakes.
Baby
sweet cakes.
You're not an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Not to throw it in your face. Yeah. You're not an entrepreneur and you've never have went on that journey. So I hear what you're saying, but you can't really tell me how to be an entrepreneur.
That part.
You can't.
You just need to be along the journey. I got this.
You can't.
So, Lord, we could continue going on and on.
For days.
And talking. But you can always come back. You can always join me on the podcast once again, but I got to wrap it up today, you guys. This was a great episode. Thank you guys for staying tuned in with us. Did you share your socials?
Oh, I have 2 pages, or 3. My Instagram page is entertainme_. Oh, wait, sorry. Damn, you don't even know your social. Entertain__mee. Entertain__mee. That goes for Instagram and TikTok. And then my business page is Entertain Me Studios.
Period. This podcast today is sponsored by Nerd Square. Thank you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.